Yo, what up? It's your boy P Unit. Shout out to all the patrons. Let go. What up, Jasmine? Hey, what up, Corey? What up, Brian? What's happening, Jim? Hey, Jackson.
That's that new Travis Scott right there.
Yeah.
What up, Allie?
All the
Hey, yo, Mike.
Yeah.
My boy Donnie. What up, Shay?
What up, Shay?
Hey, Carolyn.
Hey, Carolyn.
Let go.
That was all right.
That was fun.
I had the idea today. So that's 10 patrons that we have now.
10 patrons.
So once we get 10 new ones, you get a new song with a new beat.
Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna have to start doing the songs so we can get them all in there at one time.
We're only doing 10 of
Be like Snow.
the whole podcast.
Remember Snow? Speak my language. And lick your boom boom down. That was the 5th grade. Time to be
Oh,
alive.
there's so many misheard lyrics. Everything that they thought he was saying, like Ben Farmer, the insurance company. Ben Farmer.
yeah, exactly.
Cheers, queers. Welcome to From Behind the Barcast. You know what the podcast is about. I'm Paxton. That's Clint. Hello.
And we got video over here too.
Hey, Vinny.
Hey, let's go, Bravos.
Today we have a new Amsterdam vodka made by the Counting Crows with
Miniature straws.
tiny little
That are
straws.
triple the length of the cup we have. But it's nice. I can actually get it through the microphone.
You need a hanger on there, and then the straw just stays right next to the mic.
chills next to the thing. I get a cup holder on the microphone.
And then I went to the convenience store and got some Aha blueberry pomegranate.
It's better blueberry than the drink I had at the stadium.
Oh yeah, that piece of shit.
Blueberry. The false claiming. Lemon false claiming.
False blood claiming
False blood.
lemon.
Stolen valor. Stolen lemon valor.
So it's supposed to be lemon blueberry Moscow Mule or something?
No, it's lemon blueberries and vodka.
So it's just like the new canned mixed drinks.
Aha.
It's pretty good. It's got a little more flavor than LaCroix, I guess.
I'm not a fan. I don't like any of those things.
Oh, I mean, I'm not like a huge LaCroix fan, but it's nice to have some
still
bubbles.
water is for poor people, so sparkling water is for us.
If you get water out of the tap, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, as I did it today.
Exactly. It's like getting out of
I
the
do it for
bathroom sink.
my workout, like electrolyte shake. I put hot water in it because it you got to shake it up, and it gets like ultimate pressure. You immediately have to release pressure. It's like,
Oh yeah. Oh, just like when we make drinks.
because the first time I didn't. I just shook it, and I was like, what the? Yeah, like the
Are you excited to see me? Oh, tough crowd.
Yeah.
Why do we change the time back? Why do we
change the time away
change the time
at all.
at all? Because now it didn't. The only way it affected me is I got to work yesterday at 4:30. And I thought I was going to close in like 3 hours because I was like, it's so dark.
It's so dark. It gets dark so much. Like it doubles the speed of dark getting.
Yep.
Dark happening.
I thought by the time football night in America came on, which was 7:30.
It was 10:30.
It was fucking 10:30 to me.
What's your clock changing pattern?
What do you mean?
So I went to his house tonight, and I was in there for 4 minutes and changed his clocks off.
Oh, I don't have any digital clocks that.
One of his was analog.
Well, no, I mean
digital, one analog.
You have 2 analog. You have one on the
I just have my phone and it automatically changes, I believe.
Yeah. I changed it in the car, in my car. I've changed it and everything quick.
Well, see, our transformer right down here, like squirrels call across it all the time.
Oh yeah, the dead squirrels. Yeah.
Everything, our power goes out once a week for 10 seconds. So me changing my clocks, I'm not going to change my clocks.
So I want to shout out my father, Carl, for one of the best daylight saving times jokes ever. He works in an ER, and years ago when the internet was still popular, it was becoming popular. It was like 2008.
The internet was still popular.
Sorry. Yeah.
That stupid internet fad of the past.
It's a stupid fad. Your typewriters are here. They're here to stay. So he convinced this woman that worked in the ER, she was like a surgical tech or whatever, that this was the last year they were doing daylight savings time, and this year they were going to go backwards 2 hours and leave it. And she was like, okay. So she showed up for work on Monday.
2 hours.
An hour early, basically. So, and got like all mad at him because she didn't know because she wasn't very smart. So that was in like
But
2008 or 9, 10.
Okay.
She's a surgical tech. She's just cleaning the supplies. Not to disparage them, but she's just not good with time. So 4 years later, other way, we're going to jump forward half an hour and then it's over. and like does this joke with one person in the room knowing he did it before, and she is so dim-witted she forgot, and he got her again.
Only 4 years after the first time?
It was like 4 or 5 years. He'll clarify it. I'll let you know.
I mean,
but it was,
you should have been able to.
Didn't matter.
You should have been able to live the rest of your
jumping forward or backwards that would save her dignity in this.
You could have lived the
In
rest
the
of your
internet
life
age,
and not
when it
been-
was still
Yeah.
popular, he was able to do this. Because, like, back in the day, in, like, the 90s, you'd have to, or the 80s, you'd have to look at the paper to know it was going to be a daylight
Right.
savings time. Remember, the paper was, like, real thick?
But that was the ultimate excuse to be late for work whenever you wanted to. Like, oh, I forgot. Because now there's just literally no
unless
excuse.
you're
'cause
Ron Swanson without a cell phone. You
yeah,
can't.
yeah. I mean, I bet even clamshell like Nokia's still change themselves.
Yeah. Because they're still around because they won't break.
I like the did you have the Nokia brick
Yeah.
with Snake
yeah.
on it?
Yeah, with Snake
I
on
played
it.
way more Snake than I did phone calls because it was $8 a minute to call back then.
When I got a phone, I went. You have it after 7 o'clock. You had
Nights and
unlimited
weekends,
weekends,
yeah.
whatever. But 7 cents a minute. And sorry, Carl. Also, I had it on his account at the hospital when he left Memorial and moved to North Georgia. Somehow my phone just stayed on their account, and someone mailed him a bill with $335 for a whole month. Of me just not haphazardly making phone calls the entire time because there was no nights and weekends for this company, and I didn't know that. So like at night, I was just blowing it up and had no idea. And the bill was paid by the doctors, and then you paid them back, and they didn't know who owned the numbers. They just cut it off one day. So I never ended up owing them for.
So you didn't have to, yeah.
It was more than $335 after that because he was like, "Don't do that again." And I was like, "Sure," and it was like $280 because I just didn't get it.
The first real cell phone I got was like that I got myself that I paid the bill for. It was like 2004 or something like that. It was like Voice
I think
Stream.
about then, yeah.
Like Voice Stream.
Did you have a
And
pager before
It wasn't
that?
a brick then though, but it was like the new Nokia brick. But it wasn't like as
not
bricky.
not the thick one.
Not
like
the thick one. Yeah, the thinner one.
Yeah.
It was like the rose gold
when
color.
you popped off, when you dropped it, the outside popped off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You put it back together, and it was like, I'm here.
Yeah. So for the first 2 months, I was like, man, I'm killing this, man. My bill's like normal. And then 1 month, I just kind of forgot that it didn't have. It was.
You probably had a new girlfriend.
It was
a girlfriend to run your cell phone bill.
I forgot what it was. It was like, yeah, because you couldn't, like, texting wasn't a thing then. You couldn't, and if you tried to text on one of those things, like,
Oh, I was good at
like
that.
I was terrible.
I could do it in my pocket.
Really.
I tried to enter a texting competition in 2005 in Atlanta.
Shut up.
And I walked up to this thing and I got in line and was like, was a very good texter on the 3 key. 'Cause you could
Okay.
figure out the 5 key was raised, so you could use that. And I played video
Okay.
games my whole life, so I'm just very tactile. I could do it with both hands. I could do it in my pocket with my right hand. So I'm like, I'm gonna go enter this contest, and I was 23, and I get in line, and the girl that gets in line behind me is using 2 cell phones at one time, and she is like 16 or 17.
Was she like practicing in line?
She was texting someone over here and someone over here and would like look back and then like look back.
no.
And I was like, so I started talking to the girl in front of me. She's like, "Oh, that's Cindy. She won last year." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, she's intimidating me." I
She's
had
like
this damn long line.
world famous texter.
I mean, and the girl in front of me was fucking flying, but she couldn't do it without looking. So there was like
Right,
3
okay.
categories.
So
for
there
this.
is a mystique to
But
doing
after
it without
about
looking.
30 minutes of watching her text with both hands, I was like, I'm like the 15th oldest person in this line of 100. I want to get out of
Was
here.
she Asian?
No, white fingernails,
With fingernails?
that ghetto fingernails.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, she was good.
I'll-
Chewing gum, hip cocks.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You talked to her, she rolled her eyes at you. Like,
Damn. Shoot you a text real quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because she ghosted you, you knew it because she was just flying all day.
Yeah, there's some people I'll send a text. Like, I don't ever text anyone back.
Yeah,
or,
you're the worst.
But there's some people when I do text them, like I can't even hit send, and I'm already getting something back.
Because here's the thing: if I'm on my phone
All right, yeah.
and someone texts me, I'm holding it. I type very fast still, and I'll be like, "Whoop," and "Hello," and they're like, "Oh." So like sometimes I'll get it, and I'll just stop for a second and go, "Hey, you look a little overzealous." To respond to Vinny's, "I'm eating pizza with garlic crust tonight." What did you put? Garlic base?
Garlic sauce base.
Yeah, instead of pizza sauce, he got garlic sauce. So low sodium.
Right. Garlic
was a long
sauce,
week.
like the.
The whole pizza
some
instead of
comfort
tomato was garlic sauce.
Nice.
I didn't know that was an option.
I didn't know that was an option either.
I kind of want half of that. I had one piece of it tonight, and I'm good. I'm not going to have any salt for a week.
Like, that's why you got the low sodium V8 juice.
Yeah. Oh, that was his low sodium V8 juice for the drink that he was going to make.
Say like salt makes your brain like work better or something.
Well, it
like,
does to a certain extent, and then it clogs things up.
Yeah, doesn't it like help?
Well,
like,
sodium ion channels are how you get energy in and out of your cells.
Okay, well,
but-
let's clarify. Our friend Winky, his idea of salsa is a can of Rotel with half a thing of garlic salt dumped into it, Old Bay, whatever seasonings he has in his cupboard.
Bloody Mary mix.
Yeah, whatever. And he's like, here's some salsa. I'm like, oh, that can of Rotel with every bit of salt that you have in your cabinet in there.
Do you ever? I know you've had the friend that put salt on everything.
Yeah.
Like maybe the guy that carried one around with them sometimes.
Right.
Adam Iardino. I don't know if you're listening. I don't know why, but he would salt pizza.
Typically, they're old alcoholics.
He was Italian. Like, he was like Italian, like, wore a gold chain so we knew where to stop shaving Italian. Like, dirty white shirt all the time.
It sounds like the neighbor
That is a Charlie joke. You don't know that Charlie joke? Charlie, that's what Charlie Garibaldi's joke. He'd be like, white Italians wear gold chains so they know where to stop shaving. Hey. Charlie has so many stupid jokes like, I don't drink tequila, I'm allergic. Oh, yeah? He's like, I'll break out in handcuffs.
No, that's so
My
dad.
favorite was, how long ago I've been married? And a couple would be like, 20 years. And he'd be like, you could have killed him and been out of jail by now. Crushed it.
That's way better than what I
time,
say.
Every time.
He sounds like Al, a guy that works with
but
me
nice.
at Huckaboo's.
Charlie's better than Al.
Both equally the same amount of
Yeah.
flow.
But well, it's like he had a one-liner for every fucking thing.
Yeah, he's very one-liner.
But they were literal,
But
like
Charlie's charming. And
Yeah.
Like the first time my mom went to Garibaldi's with me, she was like, ooh, the bartender's kind of cute. I was like, stay away from him. He's trouble. And he's engaged.
But Al's jokes were always like aggressive, and like he didn't want
Yeah.
to be funny. He just wanted to
I had
like,
the chicken across the road because I was fucking it.
yeah, he wanted to try and dunk on you all the time instead of like,
He's a one-upper. Remember the Budweiser commercials? The classic one-upper?
Yeah.
Like
He
that
go,
good Cloud was like that? And,
when I got paroled, I meant divorced.
yeah.
Hey, you going to the bathroom?
Finger guns.
Tell him my name, you'll get a good seat.
Yeah. They're not great.
Hey, we need to go back to this texting competition because I need to know what were the events like. Sightless texting? Did you have to do it in your pocket?
There was a sightless texting. You had to, not in your pocket. You could do it behind like a screen or something. And then there was straight on one hand. And then I don't know if there was a combo texting thing for her. She was just showing the hell out.
So you think that she was just intimidating you guys? Like,
yeah, it worked. I left. I stood there for like 30 minutes and was like.
So you stood in line.
I was there. I was in line for about 10 minutes when she walked up, and in 30 minutes of looking at her, and like I was texting my friends, like nervous texting, like errors and stuff.
Errors.
I was like, I'm off my game. She's got me. She's in my head. But it was like the Queen's Gambit almost. She just had me.
Was there like spelling? Did you have to like, or did they give you like the
Yeah,
lines?
you lose. Yeah, you had to type something they told you to type. I just read all this little flyer. I didn't really go inside. I asked the girl that I was talking to in front of me, who was definitely trying to hit on me. She was like 18 and like a $180 and like 5'2". So nothing against short, fat girls, but at the time I was very vain.
I hate when you think you're good at something. Like I thought I was a good drummer, and then I showed up. We opened for this band, and I was like, man, I fucking killed
And
that.
he had one
man.
arm?
And then one drumstick, two arms.
one drumstick,
He
two
would
arms?
just toss it back and forth between.
That's even more intimidating.
Yeah,
He would have to have a whole load of them, like a bandolier of drumsticks.
He used his third leg for for the kick drum. So he's like, blah, 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 blah. That's called double bass. Yeah, I just said, showing up for something, you're like, man, I kick ass at this thing. And all of a sudden, a person is texting with both hands at the same time.
And they're like 8, 9 years younger
They
than me.
did that in The Departed. Whenever he's got his phone in his pocket.
But he was sweating and doing it terribly. He was like, he was hitting the button every time. It was like he was mashing the freaking elevator button on the 105th floor to get out of there because he was scared of heights. He's getting his fingerprint on it. Like you're just.
Worst Boston accent I've ever heard is Leo DiCaprio.
Oh
in
yeah,
The Departed.
It's not good.
There's nothing that is.
That's why they killed him. I think they were like, we weren't going to kill your character, but your accent is so bad you must die.
You deserve to
and
die
you know who
with
gets
that
to kill
accent.
you? The guy with the best accent, because he's from fucking Boston. Have you ever dated somebody from Boston?
No, but so there's this guy from Australia. He lives in Greece now. He's Greek, but he's from Australia, right? His name's Nick. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Nick.
Everyone thought he was from Boston because he had an Australian accent. You go, oh, out there, the car.
And
So
they were like,
it's pretty close.
call Boston Nick. Can we call him Boston Nick? I don't know, but I think it's a good name for this guy.
But no, I've never like we got a buddy that works with us, Danny. He's from New York, but he's been in the South for like less than a year now, and it's already cut that thing.
It does.
In half.
It does. Oh yeah. I kind of want to save somebody for a Karen of the week because it's a memorable Karen of the week to be my Boston accent girlfriend.
Okay. You had a Boston accent girlfriend?
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
we'll save her then. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make her the Karen of the week.
We'll save her.
Throwback.
So
remember Boston. Checkmark that on hashtag Boston of the week.
So at Circa, do you have seasonal regulars like
Yeah. So, some people come back, like they'll travel part of the year. Like my Positive Karen shot a few weeks ago, they travel a lot, so they'll be gone for 2 months, and they come in every Tuesday.
Oh, so they don't live here. The people that
they don't come in as much as they used to because their favorite server is gone now. And they like 2 of us, and they hate all the new people because they're like old school. Because also,
is it because of like blind loyalty, or do the other people are?
They're not. They're a younger crop of servers. Like, I used to be the youngest. Now I'm one of the oldest.
Yeah.
They're just not as seasoned. A girl the other day I work with, I won't call her out, but if she somehow hears this, asked me if is an old fashioned bourbon, and I went, yes. Yes.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I was like, this is such a sad. Yeah, look, it's almost killing Paxton, lady. And she's
can't believe
23.
it.
She's nice. She's very quiet, and so doesn't know anything about wine or alcohol in general. Obviously.
Yeah.
And she'll ask me some questions, and I'm like, okay.
You guys don't have a cursory course that you take before you get the
but they
job?
don't pay attention to that stuff.
Is it like a video that they stick you in the
She was a
storeroom
food
to
runner
watch?
for 2 years. So she paid her dues.
I got you.
And we
Yeah.
needed a server, so somebody that was picky, that's been there for a while, I think he's the hot shit, doesn't want to work on Saturdays. We'll call him Flint. Flint
I was like, that sounds strangely familiar.
So he was like, I can promote her, or you can work every weekend. I was like, who can't wait tables with her?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But she's quiet and she works hard. So.
Yeah. So those regular. Well, do you have
So I have some regulars.
Do you have
that come,
dickhead regulars that are seasonal?
We have bar regulars more than we have.
But I'm talking about like seasonally, like where it's like
like this
you
time
only
of year,
you only
people
see
come
them
out.
this time of year.
Yeah. Because in the summer, like y'all have, in the winter, the locals come out a little bit more.
Yeah.
In the summer, when it's super hot and gross,
Yeah.
we have a few regulars come out. They're like, oh, it's not crowded finally.
Oh right, yeah, because that's your guys' downtime.
Our tables are very close together too. If you want
they
space,
are,
you're not
yeah.
getting it.
Yeah.
The bar though, we have regulars come in, especially this time of year, like the
Yeah.
Film Fest people that come in every
Yeah.
time it's Film Fest. Curtis and what's his wife's name from Social Club out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to come into 45 Bistro and try to like glom on to the fan people and like try to, and then they would.
Oh, like during like the film festival,
every
like,
year, and
trying
like,
to co-op some
after
fame.
their second year doing it, they got into a fight the first night and like the fourth night, and then the next year it happened again, and then the following year we were like, hey. we don't mind
they
you
got
guys
in a fight
being
in
here
the bar
with each other.
Yeah.
With one another.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so we had to be like, hey, we like you guys being here. And
But you're
restaurateurs,
disruptive.
But it's embarrassing that you're trying to be famous and not good at that, and you are fighting.
And you're fighting. Yeah.
You're not famous enough to fight.
Yeah, and it's just sad when non-famous.
And your restaurant sucks now. What the hell? There was a dead rat in the fryer.
They were the worst people.
Yeah, they still are.
I mean, yeah, I can imagine it got better.
Their
No.
employees changed their sign and said, "Hey, we do not pay our employees."
Yeah, their own
Like,
employees.
I've never
changed.
seen that happen before in my life.
Like in the
like,
middle of the
live.
night. Like, that's
Yeah,
so
the marquee said we don't
I
pay our
think they
employees.
changed their website as well. I think one of them had admin.
It was like we don't pay our employees. Social club at we don't pay our employees.com.
Yeah, it was like on their. Yeah, it was literally on their
Speaking of paying
website.
their employees, we have a Patreon
Yes.
at From Behind the Barcast. And if you want to Venmo us money for any reason, it's me at From Behind the Barcast. I did that like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
And just to like get it because I was
Yeah.
feeling stoned and curious. I was like, I'm going to save this. So
Yeah.
it's the Barcast emblem, but it's under Clint King or at From Behind the Barcast.
Oh, it works for both.
Because my buddy had to Venmo me the other day and was like, wait, is this you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, but you don't have a regular account? I'm like, this is it, bro.
This is it, man.
Yeah, if you want
Look,
to
I promise it's going.
if you want to send me $1, it's not for my wedding, I
Yeah,
promise. In fact, I'll divorce someone for you.
Yeah, we our Patreon is at patreon.com.
How's it going over there?
/ From Behind the Barcast. I had a late night last night, and
You worked last night, though.
so we have our 10. We have 10 patrons so far, which is great.
Yeah.
So like I said, with each 10, I'm gonna make a whole new beat, do a
Yeah.
whole new rap.
Yeah.
Or you have to just their names sing. Hey.
Yeah.
I mean,
I kind of want to get on this and be the Puff Daddy.
yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
You
I
could
will
be the
totally
Flavor
do
Flav.
Be
background
like,
vocals.
shay,
Hey,
shay.
hey.
Oh,
No Karens. No Karens.
no Karen's in the house and fuck you there.
So we have a seasonal regular, and I'll say his name. His name is Maurice.
You sure he's not listening?
Hey, man, you
Speaking
don't
of
know
having
how
an
you
old school
do
cell
that.
phone.
So he.
That's Maurice from the back there.
So each year I forget that he exists because he literally lives in fucking Albuquerque.
I try.
I forget that he exists, and then one fateful Sunday night is when the sun goes down early.
He's like, oh, it's daylight savings time. I'm back. It's daylight savings, Maurice.
comes
First
in.
time he sees you, he looks you straight in the
Oh
eye.
no,
and
he's
he's
like,
"Oh, I see you now."
You play guitar, don't you? He repeats the same thing every year. You play guitar, right? Well, so last year he didn't have any teeth, right?
You get some teeth?
And so you can't understand him anyways because he is made of alcohol.
Yeah. He's flammable. He's flammable like Michael Jackson.
He's like taking a teddy bear and dunking it in vodka. It's just dripping with alcohol.
He wipes its face off, but you can still kind of hear that of vodka in his teeth.
And so you can't understand him, normally, anyways. But then he just went ahead and knocked all the teeth out, get all that done.
Look! What's 3 doing? What are
I
you doing
know
with
what I'm
3?
saying, yeah.
You can't eat corn anymore.
Then he got some new teeth.
Obie Trice.
And he's still trying to learn them because he's still like, it's like.
Is he calling them toofs?
It's trying to break his new shoes in. And it is, dude, the things that, so I guess if you're not used to putting your tongue up against anything when you make your F and teeth noises, so he's like an old drunk Mike Tyson now. Pathton.
What?
That's my
Preston?
name. Pathton, you play with car. So
I kind of want to ask him a complicated question now.
But I was at the outside bar and he was at the inside bar, and I watched him come out to see who was out there because
Did you hide?
So I ducked back and I was like, "I'm all right." I avoided him the first time. Then I see him coming back out again. I was like, "Whoop, whoop." And he goes, "Pathton." I was like, "God damn it, man!"
He sounds like a water slide in his mouth.
It sounds like
And he spits like a water slide too.
it sounds like someone shot his tongue with Novocaine.
Yeah. He's on his tongue with vodka cane.
So yeah, you forget he exists,
And there he is.
and then here he is. But like the only thing is,
What's his drink? What's his drink?
It's either rum and coke, which is like the classic old man.
Yeah, that's right. I
I've
remember
given
that.
up. Or he gets Jack and water with a splash of coke.
What?
It's,
Okay.
It's really weird. Yeah, he just wants a splash.
And you just put
of
the
Coke.
Jack on top.
So what I do is I make him a fake drink and then I pour the Jack right on the top of it.
Yeah. And you're staring at him while you do it.
And the thing is, so he don't use straws neither, so I know
Yeah.
he's going to sip off the side of the cup.
He can't.
So
It'll
first,
slide through his teeth. Problem.
I knew this guy who was toothless and he loved it. He was like, I'm never putting tooth in again,
You
man.
should see me eat pussy, bro.
He would eat potato chips though. I'd be like, dude, don't those cut your gums up?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, man, just put it in there, let it get soft before I start chewing it.
Okay, so Captain Crunch is off the table, huh? So many cereals are over.
Potato
without
chips
milk?
were the first thing I thought of with no teeth.
What?
I was like, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things. Steak.
Yeah. Oh, right.
You
Yeah.
just beat it to death.
Oh my God, you couldn't.
It'd have to be.
You'd have to eat it like a pill, like cut it into squares.
If it came out anything past medium, you'd be like, "Fuck, I'm gonna be able to eat this."
Never mind. He knows how to use a knife real well though, because he has to.
Yeah, had to pry those teeth out of there at the
There's no
the
steak.
gas station.
There's no
at the-
steak,
at
just
the
steak
Falcon
'em.
Car Wash. My favorite dental place is Falcon Car Wash.
Oh, so our buddy who does whippets in the drive-through.
Yeah.
We were talking about shower beer the other day. He's like, you ever?
it's-
Yes. He was like, y'all talking about shower beer. I was like, man, what about shower whippets? I was like, don't fucking do that in the shower.
whippets?
You will
No,
slip.
you might fall out.
What?
A shower whippet? Vinny's like,
I guess you can mix.
I am thinking.
you have to have a friend there.
I
like,
guess you
if you're
can
doing
mix
ketamine.
anything with a shower, but like, because like I've
I'm
definitely
gonna
been
do
on
some shower
psychic-
ketamine to see how this goes.
You don't start doing the drugs when you're in the shower. You do them and then get in the shower later.
Yeah, I've done shower like when I used to do mushrooms last year. You do mushrooms, get in the shower, and like it's an adventure. You have a good time in there.
Right,
You put
yeah.
some music on. You sing for a while.
You know what I have in my shower? It's a disco shower. So the little lights
have a
that
flashing light?
It's it's the lights that you hang in your toilet.
Like that.
And then when you walk in, you don't have to turn the light on. It's
Oh, yeah,
motion
yeah,
sensor.
yeah.
But it lightly fades between nice blues and yellows.
Like a
and-
jellyfish lamp.
So I've got 3 of them in my shower.
So you would just go shower
whenever
every
I
day?
take
Shower in the dark
Yeah,
that
yeah.
often?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like
I
low
love
light
it.
showers.
Yeah.
I like low light showers.
So like
Candlelight, if you're there,
especially if
ladies.
it's like sexy time or like if I'm just not like if
You alone or with a friend?
oh I mean both.
He's like, I'm about to romance
I
myself.
light a
tonight.
candle so I can set the mood.
I'm pulling out the conditioner tonight.
And I'm turning on some music.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely something low and slow.
I can't take my
Oh, I was thinking like Rage Against the Machine. You're about to go in there and
I'm
just
raging
go,
against my
Bulls on
machine.
parade.
I was going more like
fucking System of a Down.
Redbone? Yeah. Sex with Redbone is great. It's good every time.
Redbone.
Childish Gambino?
No. I don't listen to the rap music.
We'd play it, but we'd get copyright infringement because he listens.
Well, see, here's the thing.
You've heard this song 100
Okay,
times.
okay.
It's all auto-tune.
See, on the Patreon, we can do all the copyrighted music that we want. So next Patreon episode,
we'll sing. Me and Vinny will sing the song,
and then we'll do some Travis Scott
without actual auto tune. We'll just auto tune ourselves. I'll hold my balls and auto tune myself.
So after the break, we
will
do
it on helium. We can do that on helium. That is not a bad idea.
Helium in the shower, disco shower, helium. Whip
you have to hold the mic. You have to hold the mic with a raincoat on there.
Disco shower.
No, I'll get a boom in there, and I'll just
we're all in the shower together.
And helium.
We're in there together.
Inside the shower cast. It's sexy time with the boys. Hey, my shower can fit like 4 people for sure.
Oh yeah, and ladies, we're gonna auction that soap off, or guys, whoever.
Oh, I've got the special soap now because I thought I could fix my rash with the soap, but it ended up taking anabolic steroids.
So soap grew. I have my soap is like this big. I have Duke Cannon, big ass bar of soap.
That's a really great name for it, Duke Cannon.
Duke Cannon.
That's
It's got like
Don
army things
Sirloin.
on it. Yeah, that's Don Sirloin's American cousin. Is Duke
Cannon.
Duke Cannon. Oh, Duke Cannon, it's good to see you again.
Duke Cannon. That's amazing.
We duel, but in the best way.
Why is it so big? That's what she said. Why do they make it so big?
Because my current one's black. It's bars of soap that they're just giant bars of soap. It's like for men kind of thing. And they're different,
So they're just
I'm
trying to
using,
market here's a big manly stick of
mine's
soap.
like a 3 out of 5 of coarseness to kind of get that rough day off.
Oh, so you
have,
can
aloe,
you can choose the coarseness
Bay,
of your.
Bay rum was the last one.
Oh wow.
The first one was like green generic army man smell.
Yeah.
And I used it for about a week and was like, this smells like my grandpa, and I don't like this. But the rest of them have been great.
You don't want to smell like Old Spice.
But they're also this big. Like it's literally like a brick.
So it'll last you like a year, probably.
Well, I mean, depends on how many romantic nights I have in there by myself.
With myself.
It lathers up well. It's great, and it's like a big bar, so you can get your whole back.
Yeah.
For you broad-shouldered men, to washing your back, there's like a bent hand technique where you kind of get it all back there because you can't really.
Yeah.
You can touch your hands together behind your back, but only in a small space.
So. Yeah, I can. There's one way I can touch my hands behind.
I can get everything like soaped up, but like the bar being long, I can kind of get the whole back.
We need like one of those the things that the cows rub themselves up against, just like a thing against the shower wall that you lather up.
You know who would know where to find that?
Jeffro?
Temple Grandin.
Temple Grandin.
Temple Grandin.
Oh, it's been like 3 weeks since the Temple Grandin,
Hey,
dude.
speaking of in the shower, that's what I think about in the shower. It's Temple Grandin. Oh yeah, you like that?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh my God!
It's so big. Why?
It's like Pinocchio.
It's like hugging me. I'm gonna hug it.
It's like a hug from a Vienna sausage.
That's a good way to take a break, I think, is Temple Grandin in the shower.
And after the break,
I think that's the most we've ever laughed.
after the
This
Drake,
segment's
more
brought to you
about
by marijuana.
After the break, more about Drake, Travis Scott, and sexy showers. We'll see you in a second. Hey, welcome back to From Behind the Barcast.
Chop,
and,
chop.
And we chop shop. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves for winning the World Series.
Oh,
Not while we were there.
Not while we were there, but on
they ended up winning.
We shot our podcast on Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
And then Tuesday night, something went down.
We are champions forever.
Forever. And the same guy that pulled the All-Star the same guy that pulled the All-Star game out of Atlanta had to hand over the World Series trophy.
Yes. Ha ha ha.
So each week, my Darren is.
We're not done with this. Hold on. Look, the Braves won the World Series. Okay, it was magical.
We talked about it so much on the Patreon exclusive.
The Patreon people know all about it. So if you want to hear more, we know more. But just know that I didn't sound this good on Wednesday. I sounded like Paxton on Tuesday on Wednesday.
He re-injured his throat.
I literally texted somebody at work. I was like, "Hey, can you work for me?" In the text, it was all quiet. I typed in extra lowercase letters.
I typed it from my pocket, so it would be extra
quiet pocket texting.
Yeah, because we recorded on
Tuesday
day, and then you were like, "Hey, come up and watch the game at Huckapoo's." I was like,
"Yeah, that was gonna be my Darren of the week. Was Paxton's ass not show up?" I'm like, "Come watch the game," and he was
"No,
like,
I'm the fucking anti-poon. I'm the jinx. If I went to Atlanta, guess what happens? We lost."
"Yeah, we won the next game. It's fine."
I mean, I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious.
Oh,
you. So I just didn't want to. I don't know. I just didn't want to repeat the same thing. I wanted them to win.
I've just been kind of glad about like all the Braves fans are being very humble and not like when the Patriots win something, like when Tampa won it last year, like it seems like fans come out of the woodwork all the time everywhere. And like I know so many Braves fans and they've just been cool. It's like we're champions.
It was so much fun.
Like, we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, I know. I think it's
so. But I texted you when we were the game was in hand, and I was like, "Hey, you can't ruin this." And
I was like,
if you had come up there and it had been gone bad, I'd be like, "Well, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, you're also fired.
Yeah, I quit also.
So I have never had so many grown people.
We are those motherfuckers.
We are those motherfuckers.
We are those
Oh,
motherfuckers.
Did you see Travis Darno almost get arrested during the parade?
Uh-uh.
He was like behind the bus and was walking through the parade, and the cops like stopped him and grabbed him and went to put his arms behind his back, and he was like, "I'm Travis Darno," and they're like, "Uh-huh," and like somebody walked up, the cop walked up and was like, "Hey, that's
really him,
And he was
yeah.
like, "Oh, have fun, buddy," and like,
Yeah.
"Come on, cop."
Privilege.
So I've never had so many grown adults jump up, hug me, and wrap their legs around me.
There was all the leg
What?
wrapping
At
Hugapoos.
Hugapoos
Like then he
during-
does it when
Wrap their legs
but they would jump up and hug me. I'm tall, but I'm not super tall, and they would wrap their legs around me. And a guy
He's so normal about me jumping up in his arms and wrapping my legs
yeah, it's
around.
fine because he didn't wait.
He's like, that's Vinny, that's
He's like
fine.
a koala. You could hold him with one arm and pat him on the head. But a guy that used to host this podcast jumped up and hugged me, and it was the weirdest because he's got long legs.
Oh
and I was
yeah,
like,
he's a spider.
Because like after like the 8th person, I was like, I'm tired of holding people. I was like, get on this
My
side.
back hurts.
Yeah, get on this
Who
side.
can I jump up into their arms?
So
Clint.
I went in the corner. I saw Tom Solomon and was like,
No.
am I about to do this to you?" Well, I thought I was just going to return the favor.
Oh, right, yeah.
But Tom would have just been like, oh. He wasn't as excited as I was. It was a lot of fun to win. And you know what's not a lot of fun to happen when you win? Is someone to spray you with cheap sparkling wine.
But it was
Andre.
And
Yeah.
Andre Big Boy is from Atlanta. So that's why we sprayed Andre all over everybody in Hugapoos.
That's about the best excuse I
So
could
is
have
Boo
heard.
Acuna. Come on.
Well, the thing
not
is, all right.
listening to Boo.
So,
But
would you ra-
I left celebrating
what's
with
more
him.
of a travesty, having cheap champagne splashed on you or expensive champagne? Like you're wasting one and the other one's just gross.
Don't spray me with sparkling. I don't want carbonated, sugary beverage on my
I
body.
love how you shortened it to sparkling. Don't spray me with that sparkling.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. It didn't land well at the Hugapoos that night. But I love celebrating with him because he was like, him and Ashley had the bottles ready, and I was like, I'll go
man.
celebrate with Edo and use him as a shield.
I gave everyone a warning.
Who
Hey,
also wrapped his
Edo.
legs. Edo was the worst one, but
Really?
he was first, so it was okay. Kyle wasn't that bad because
Yeah.
Kyle knew like you grab, hug, hump twice, and let go.
Right. Yeah. Don't linger.
But a long leg,
you're gonna
leg waist grab is such an awkward thing.
Don't linger if you're gonna jump, hug,
Unless
leg
you
grab.
like see your girlfriend from a long time airport in Paris,
Yeah.
and you do it. Come back from the
Yeah.
gate, baby.
Right. Or if you're running through a meadow, I don't know. There's a certain.
Well, I bet it goes squish then when you do the leg lock.
Well, speaking of, so on the Patreon, we talked about this, how we were chilling at our buddy Mike and Ashley's hotel before and after the game because they were really close to the.
And she was cool with all that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So she texted us. She texted me, and she goes, "Hey,
I saw her at the game
She
we
heard
won
the
that night.
podcast. She was like, "Hey, I'm 100% that motherfucker that would stay at anyone's hotel room." She's like, "Y'all could have stayed all fucking night."
She was like,
if you
"I'll
want."
pass out." I was like, "Well, I'm okay with sleeping as long as someone don't lean on me." She's like, "I don't care, lean on me. It won't bother
Yeah.
me."
Yeah, we talked about it on the Patreon, right? 'Cause
She-
that-
yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she was all about the fun.
But yeah. So but the jump hug, squeezing with the legs.
Jump hug leg squeeze. This is like a bad wrestling move. The koala hug.
I'm about to do koala time.
That's gonna be on the
Cinnamon
Patreon
roll.
shower episode. Is koala hugging in the shower?
So I'm gonna mix my Darren of the week with a topic we were already gonna talk about.
It's
so.
the Karen of the week. It's the Karen of the week.
It's the Aaron of the week.
My Darren, well, and we're going to talk about. So number one, this year don't have anything with Astro in it because you're going to lose. You're going to fucking lose. Or 14 people are going to lose their lives.
Yes, and 300 go to the hospital.
300 go to the hospital. So
NRG.
so
Park.
Travis Scott, whose music I'm not familiar with, but I get the feeling
He's
I
a
wouldn't.
hip hopper.
I get the feeling I wouldn't be super down with it. He has a festival in Houston,
Lots of
outdoor festival, right?
Yeah.
So
Atlanta?
I don't know.
Hope not.
I hope not. So he goes to he has a festival, and they already don't have enough security. You know, like not everything is.
It's in the city of Houston,
Yeah, at an abandoned amusement park apparently.
the second largest municipality in the country.
Okay, so the largest, like the people are fat because Houston's like the fattest city on
Just
earth.
a giant city.
Anyways, so
I don't know. People
so
go through that gate
people
pretty
have
fast.
stormed the gates. You know, there's
It happens almost
it's
every year,
happened-
apparently.
And then apparently they do promotional materials that
He's
are like,
from
"Hey,
Houston,
ready,
too, so he's
hey, ready to rush
Yeah.
the gate," sort of thing. So this man, every big performer like that has ear monitors where
they know what's going
They
on.
know what's going on. So anyone,
Justin, her titties out like in the Super Bowl.
right? Exactly. Yeah, and you'd be like, "Oh, pineapple, boom."
Pineapple,
you know,
yeah.
you know where to look. So he's got in-ears, and they declared a mass casualty event.
Yeah.
And he plays for 40 more minutes.
Did he play Let the Bodies Hit the Floor?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the gentleman's music. So then the
Gentleman
ambulance
is a very loose term for a Darren.
the ambulance comes in, and instead of moving out of the way, they get on top of it and start dancing.
Well, duh. You know what's more fun to death?
300 people being treated in triage, 14 deaths, and the man is playing 40 minutes more music.
Look, you get your money's worth when you go to a Travis Scott concert.
It's like, no, I was supposed to play till 10:30, or I void my contract.
Yeah. Hey, better than Little Wayne who shows up an hour
But that
late.
begs the question, like, how liable is he or the production company, or because I think they were understaffed. Because if they had 50,000 people, they had 500.
Yeah, at the
security.
gate when they were coming through, there was like 2 cops on horses being like, "Stop!"
Yeah,
and like no one gave a shit.
I've been to 100 festivals with stoned, drunk, psychedelic, hipped out, drug addict hippies.
Oh yeah, I don't know who said it on Twitter. Somebody was like, "Listen here, city folks, when you have a fucking festival, you do it out in the sticks because you got to work to get there. So you're not going to storm the gate when anyone can take the bus to the festival. Or the train.
Oh right, I didn't even think about that.
It was all a bunch of young ass white kids at this festival. Like it was
probably fat because it's Houston.
Yes.
Yeah, you're absolutely.
They're like, they knocked that fucking. They knocked that
gate
fence
went down
right
with 4
now.
belly pumps.
Let him in. Let him in. Travis
I think
Scott.
they were like 1, 2, 3. Let's do it now.
Yeah, right.
Like
Well,
the front
boom.
gates went down, and like some of the security guys were like trying to like hip check. One guy tried
But
to
see, if I'm a
one
security
guy
guy,
tried to sweep the leg.
people up.
You see the guy sweep the leg? He was like trying to get the leg. I'm like, what are you doing?
But see, if I'm a security guy, probably making nothing.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to stand in the way of a
Hell no.
of
I'm
a
like, y'all go this
rampage?
way.
Yeah, y'all got it. Here, I'll open the gate for you.
Here's how you get to the Capitol. Let's go.
I'll open this thing for you. But at all of those festivals, never has there been like an event where, like, all right, someone put on Twitter, they said, "Hey, hip hop fans, just a little word of advice. If you have a mosh pit and someone falls down, pick them up.
That's common mosh pit
That's what
etiquette.
we do.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mosh pit.
saying. And see, but
Even at Jimmy Buffett concerts when they have a mosh pit, they pick the guy that goes down.
that classic Buffett mosh pit.
Oh, this is not a cheeseburger in paradise.
But
Get
then,
it.
so then it comes down. Many Karens and Darrens trying to make it into like a religious thing, where they're like, there were 8 deaths, there were 8 flames. 8 means Capricorn or
Astros
Scorpio.
or 8-sided stars. And,
right, yeah.
It's the 8th. What was the 8th rising of
Like,
Scorpio?
It's not God or the
Traits of
devil, y'all. It's
Capricorn.
idiot
Travis
people
Scott.
in
Idiots.
fucking Houston.
Idiots will kill you more than anything else.
The moon is rising above.
Yeah, that's like idiots kill you. Idiots
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
most hated
yeah.
people on the planet.
God and the devil don't have that much to do with this particular
No,
situation, my
There
friend.
was no Hitler involved in
It
this.
just amazes me that people see people suffering and they don't want to help. They're just
Exactly.
like, fuck this.
It's
Let's rage.
like, all right, so
I
I've
saw
watched-
my friend who was like, I'm going to go to Astroworld. I'm like, no, I'll
Yeah.
help you now. Just don't go.
Yeah.
And I saved his life.
People fall down to the bar all the time, but if they're drunk jackasses, I'll let them hit the floor.
Yeah.
But I'll be like,
You
all
roll
right,
them over.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right, they've paid their penance.
Come on, Maurice, roll over.
Someone had
Hey,
to drag
man,
him
you
to
don't
the
need to
cab.
pick me up, bro.
I got it, brother.
myself.
No, you don't
No,
got
you
it.
don't. No, you don't.
But yeah, for your fellow man, especially like at something as unifying as like a concert, which I don't know how unifying a fucking Travis Scott concert.
Yeah, exactly. Because you go to like to a rave or like a hippie music festival.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unity in the crowd.
Yeah.
Do you remember back in the day when there was Plur? It was like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
raver
yeah.
unity thing, peace, love,
It's like
unity, and
candy or
raving.
something. Candy fur,
candy, fur,
MDMA,
yeah,
and sweat.
glow bracelets,
Yeah.
sweat and mono.
But you would imagine you see someone in distress, like even if I don't know, even if I felt like they deserved it somehow, guy was
Yeah.
being a dickhead.
He's got 6 McRibs. I'll drag him out
Yeah,
the way, but
but-
I'm taking one of them.
But 10 people step on this person, you know what I mean? Somebody dragged someone out of the fucking way.
That's so. I was talking to somebody I traveled to Mexico with. And there had been shootings down there around that time. I got you. Yeah, you're like a guy with Parkinson's trying to get the straw. Michael J.
Parkinson's
Fox.
straw.
At the bar. And so we talked about there was shootings down there that happened right after we left. Or actually, it was
Tulum?
when we were there. Yeah, there was some sort of
little
cartel
cartel
action, like
kerfuffle.
moving in
Yeah.
and showing their power, and they went and shut up an area that had, tourists at it. And I was talking to somebody about it, and I was like, look, if this goes down in the group we were with, I'm like, who do you tackle in the group we were with? And their response was Smoot. I was like, Smoot's going down first, yo. Like, Smoot is a black female from the South. She hears gunshots.
Boom,
She's
yeah.
loud.
You ain't got to tackle
You won't
her.
hear her go down.
Yeah.
She's going to make a lot of noise, but she ain't
You ain't
going
gotta
down.
tackle her.
And I was like, I love you, but Rachel. And you tackle Rachel and hold your hand over Stephanie's mouth. Coco's mouth. So she won't talk.
I feel like Smoot's the one that's going to get up throwing bows, though.
No, she's going gunshots. No, she'll
Hit
throw
the deck
bows in a regular.
first.
At a
Yeah.
Travis Scott concert, she might be throwing some bows.
Yeah.
But in
she would
Mexico-
throw bows to help people get off of the ground.
Yeah. I'll bow you back to life. but in Mexico, I feel like I would have been like, Rachel,
Right.
get down. I feel like Burns would have been quick. She'd have been on the ground.
Yeah. I wonder. Especially Mexico, like.
Well, you're tall. Look, we're tall. in
That's what I'm
Mexico.
saying. No, that's what I'm saying. The gunshots are probably so low to the ground because all Mexicans are short.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like you have to get really low.
We can see over the crowd.
You have to get very, very.
When my buddy Poe went to Taiwan a couple years ago to see his parents, I was like, he's like, "What do you want from Taiwan?" And he always brings crazy gifts. I'm like, "I want a picture of you with a man bigger than you in Taiwan." So he sent me a picture in the gym in the mirror, and I was like, "No, you can't cheat and go to the circus. Like, you went and found somebody tall." I was like, "On the street, bro," because Poe's like 6 feet, or 5'11", which
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
Taiwanese man is very
Yeah,
tall,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's a big guy.
He's a big guy, too,
and you
yeah.
don't see a lot of guys outside of what was it, Bloodsport or whatever, that are that big of Asian men.
Tom Poe.
Tom
Tom
Poe.
Poe, yeah.
Dude,
You know-
I've been in the gym with Poe before when he's like flyweighting 100
Yeah, he-
barbells.
he was-
and I'm
he
like,
was-
he's a
dude,
beast.
Like,
When he-
can
when
you
he was
not
powerlifting,
be
I was
next
like,
to
Poe.
my 135-pound
He's-
ass
he,
while you're doing
he
this?
dropped the weight and grabbed Vinny and was like,
And then Vinny hugged him with the, with
Yeah,
the
with the
leg
legs
wrap
around him.
Wrap my legs
and
around.
Poe stood up and was like doing squats, but Vinny weight squats,
He's like, "Oh, my warm-up weight. Thank you."
6 pull-ups.
You know the guy Frank Dukes that apparently was the Bloodsport. It was all bullshit.
Also, do you know who Frank Dukes is in Marvel Comics? Vinny King, the Blob.
The what?
The Blob's name is Frank
Oh,
Dukes.
really? I did not know that.
DUX,
No, Dukes, like the mayonnaise.
like the mayonnaise,
Yeah.
like
He
the
was the
delicious
Blob.
mayonnaise that was in the center of the Georgia field whenever they played.
Which mayonnaise?
Dukes
Dukes
all day.
I am not a big mayonnaise
not-
fan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My aunt, like one time, there was a Facebook thing about mayonnaise with our family, and I was like, I've become a big Dukes guy, and she was like, angry response, "Our family has been Kraft forever. You are a Kraft mayonnaise person."
What is Kraft?
So I keep Kraft for
guess I go
salads.
Hellman's.
So when I make like macaroni salad or chicken salad or tuna salad, I use Kraft. I use Dukes for sandwiches and dipping. And
so many mayonnaise.
yeah,
you've seen his fridge,
shout out to
huh?
Jeff Rowe for calling me out for the amount of mayonnaise and salad dressing I had. He was like,
goes-
"You have 9 different salad dressings in your fridge open. Only one of them, or 2 of them replicas, 2 different ranches, 2 different Caesars, but everything else is different." And then he was like, "And in your pantry you have the whole Hidden Valley."
No longer
The
hidden.
Valley's
We've
no longer
discovered
hidden.
it all.
In 9 jars
No
of Dukes.
longer hidden.
Look, when Dukes was buy one give one free, I was like, "It's time."
You know what though? Okay, I get it. I do use 2 types of mayonnaise for 2 different reasons.
See?
I use Dukes for 90% of things.
Yeah. Dukes is the top dog.
But then I get the QP off of Amazon from Japan.
yeah,
It comes in the bag,
yeah.
and it's made out of only egg yolks, not the egg
Bag-
whites.
The bag.
Oh, I got this.
Right? And I use that to make shrimp sauce.
So when we went to the Georgia-Arkansas game, we went to go buy sandwich supplies for the day before, and Clint had driven the entire way. So you drive a long way, you're a little.
Just
your
let
eyes
him
are
set it
shut.
up.
And we had
coming
in the parking lot smoked a little bit of pot so I could kind of relax from the drive. And I'm trying to find mayonnaise.
And we go into this Kroger in Athens. We've never been in for a gigantic Kroger. Like, they sell fucking camo
Vinny was the
gear,
only guy wearing
like
flip-flops.
boots, like anything you could. It was like a super Walmart, but a Kroger. We
Yeah,
get to
you
the
get a Gatorade
mayo
rings.
aisle, and Clint tries to decide what kind of mayo he wants. He's like, I want Duke's. I want Duke's mayo.
this is Athens,
But
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but there's no Duke's like regular jars or anything. So they have this Duke's bag of squeezable mayo, and I'm like, get that. And Clint's like, no, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you
It's a
mean?
pouch.
And he's like, I don't know if I can do this
like a
pouch of
Capri
mayo.
Sun with a straw
And like,
this
dude,
long.
he paced through this Kroger from 2 aisles for
I did
like
another
10
aisle check
minutes,
to make sure there
and
was
it
like
finally
hidden
took like
mayonnaise
another
aisle.
person to
Fucking
come up and
hurry.
like, just get the bag of mayo. He's like, all right,
I'm mayo
I'm gonna do
picky.
it.
It's a Georgia game. I'm gonna make sure I got the right mayo.
So wait a
Sorry.
minute. So they didn't have it. So they had other mayos.
Right, I wanted a squeeze bottle of mayo
But he
Okay.
was scared to buy the squeeze bottle
because it was a squeeze
like,
pouch.
it was a bag. It was a
pouch?
squeeze.
It was a pouch.
You know, like the
a Capri
thing
Sun.
babies eat, like the applesauce.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
It
yeah.
was like that, but mayo. And he
Oh,
was
it
like,
was like foil.
he was like scared. He
Yeah,
was
it was
going to
a- it was
suck
like
the
a
whole
Capri Sun.
bag of mayo down. I think. I don't know, but like
It's
It's like, hold on, got to
After
get my
30
shot of
minutes,
It's
mayo.
harder to
in.
shotgun it when it's not in the squeeze. So we get to where we're tailgating.
What
and
were
we,
you needing it for? Sandwiches.
Sandwiches,
Gotcha,
yeah, sandwiches
gotcha.
make on the spot. And we get there to make sandwiches. And Richard, who's got 2 kids, shout out to Richard. Richard goes, "Oh man, I love this for my kids." And I'm like, and then he's like, "I told you
That's all-
to
yeah.
get it." But it was like it stressed him out how much I got stressed
I didn't
about,
care.
dude.
I drank like for 3 hours on the way to Athens.
Yeah.
Like I was
You were
in Kroger,
driving, so
like
you were
buy the bag of mayo.
Buy the bag of mayo.
And we'd already had those those sliders that were so delicious.
Well, see, the QP, it comes in it's not. There's a bag around it, and it's got a baby on it for some fucking reason. I have no idea why, but it's got a baby on it. But then it's
They
like
could put baby in mayonnaise.
It's
I'm fine
it's
with
a
that.
squeeze bottle, but it's not the squeeze bottle that's got the slit. It's got the hole.
Like Elmer's Lou?
Like the Duke's squeezable. It's a slit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's made for
sandwiches.
for sandwiches.
sandwich.
Yeah. This is made for squeezing into another bottle to add. I make my own shrimp sauce. I learned how to do it, and it's really great.
We use paprika, cayenne,
And lemon juice and teriyaki. I put teriyaki
I put a little
sauce.
horseradish cream in there.
I've never tried it with horseradish.
I love horsey cream.
Oh, ketchup too. Yeah, just a little bit of ketchup. Yeah.
When I was a kid, someone convinced me it was made out of peaches, and I was like, "It's made out of peaches," and I just thought it was peaches for a long time. So I don't know. I was convinced. Remember Miyabi?
They called me
Miyabi's?
Peaches forever. I don't know.
Peaches for you, peaches for me.
Peaches.
So my dare of the week is, we'll call him Bruce Wayne Laney. Runs the Survivor pool I'm in, which people on Tybee are on, and you pick a football team every week to win the game. You can't pick the same team again through the whole season. Everybody throws in $10, and there's a lot of us on there.
So if you lose 1 week, you're out,
you're
or
out.
do you get?
You're out one time.
One time.
You're out. So you have to pick a different team every week, and you can't pick the same team again. So it's strategy.
Oh, gotcha.
On
How many people
You can
enter?
pick the team that plays the Jets every week, and So, there was
you have to have 32 people, I guess.
So you have to no, you have to. It doesn't matter how many you have, because you can. If it ends in a tie, at the very end of 16 games, which never happened, you just split the pot. Or
Oh,
17
gotcha,
games now, I
gotcha.
guess.
So however many people
So you
you
pick,
want.
So
You just have to pick
So
a-
I picked like the Raiders, the Broncos, like some of the crappier teams in the early on to get them out the way.
Right.
Which I've done every time. It's never worked out, but now it's working out. But this week, I posted a picture of Andrew Luck. If you know who he is, he played for the Colts.
And that's it.
Before that, the Stanford Cardinals. That's a college freaking team. Nowhere else. So I post this picture. I comment that he has not posted the board, and one person in our group has not posted their pick from last week, but somehow has been skirted through. He posts her pick from last week, her current pick, the Colts. Does not post mine. I complain. He re-adds a picture, asterisk, by my name, or by the Colts pick, because I picked a player that wasn't on the team anymore. I'm trying to be fun. Do a GIF.
What was he?
'cause some people are
was
like
he wearing the
Steelers.
uniform in the pick?
Yeah, he had on the Colts uniform.
So he had on
And
a Colts
he was
uniform.
doing like when
okay.
he scored.
So Colts were represented.
The girl that got counted posted pictures of Colt 45s, the beer. No Billy D either, just Colt 45s.
And that got through.
That got through.
But you got the asterisk.
But I got the asterisk. So he darened himself by doing that. And so I tried to I posted a picture that Rob Kissabeth had posted a few weeks prior of a guy that played for the Seahawks 4 years ago. That got right through, no problems. So I posted that, and Rob was like, "Don't involve me in this shit."
Don't bring me into your.
And I was like, "Sorry, but this was just such a daring move." Like,
So it's not
and me
even-
and this guy aren't even like, I don't hug him when I see him. No leg hugs.
No
from
leg
him ever.
hugs, huh?
Him ever.
That's how you really know someone loves you.
It's the good love,
They
especially if
leg
they
hug
gyrate
you.
when they leg hug you.
I bite when I love people.
Yeah,
I
that's what
bite.
it's.
Yeah.
I had to put makeup
I've
on
seen
the
the-
Vinny.
he
hit.
If I
bite-
bite you, you know. I
He
love
bit
you.
it in the
bites
shape of a
it-
tomahawk.
He bites and
Bite.
sniffs. He's
It
like,
was the shape of a tomahawk when he got done biting you, though. It was crazy.
I'm a bite and sniffer. Oh, I was at this could kind
Say
of
a
be
Biden sniffer or a bite
a
sniffer?
bite and sniffer.
I thought you said a Biden
Oh,
sniffer.
Biden sniffer.
work.
That would have been
That could
great.
work.
There's this lady.
I think he's just blind and all these goes.
My neighbors pointed this out to me. Shout out Jasmine and Dave, one of our newest patrons.
Thank you.
So this lady was holding her dog, but she was holding her in the breastfeeding position with a blanket over it.
Oh my God! Like it was breastfeeding.
Like it was breastfeeding. And
It's the baby.
And Dave was like, "Hey, did you see the lady breastfeeding the dog over there?" I was like, "No, oh my God!"
Don't stare. It's natural.
I was like, "That's the most woke shit I've ever seen." I can breastfeed my dog.
And it was a mixed
I can
dog.
breastfeed my dog in public whenever
It was
I
a
want
mixed
to.
dog, I'm sure.
I
right?
got more nutrients than her mom.
You're 63 and never had a kid. What are you doing over there with your powdered milk?
And it was like, of course, it was like a wiener schnitzel or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
Dachshund.
yeah,
Yeah.
a Dachshund? A Dachshund.
Dachshund.
Those dogs are either great or they suck. There's no
Yeah,
middle
yeah.
ground.
They're either like
Caitlin's
super
dog,
cool.
Jackson.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool dog.
Super cool.
I don't
Gets
like
on the
she puts
bar.
them on the bar a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm not a big dog on the bar kind of guy.
Neither am I.
Also, I don't stand on bars.
Or dancing on bars.
Because you know why? I'm fucking 6'2", 6'1", and you know what you do when you stand on a bar? Hit your head in the fan.
On the fan.
On the fan every time.
Every time.
Every time. And you know what fans are covered with? Most bars?
Dust.
Dust.
And nicotine and whatever else.
Yeah, it's like yellow dust.
The outside bar at Huckapoo's, if I celebrate and lift my hand, because that ceiling fan's really low, it's just like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah. But at least it's like an old, like beat-up fan, so it's like, The fan hurts more than you.
Yeah, yeah.
You can
yeah.
run
The fan's
into
like, come on,
anything
man.
at Huckapoo's and dust.
Dust
Dust is going to go poof.
Maurice.
And shame.
Shame.
We were talking
We
about
got a new couch, right? We
Yeah.
just got a new couch
All
at
right,
Huckapoo's.
so new couch.
Couch,
and
huh?
And the thing
Who
is,
was the first one to pass out on the
it's
couch?
made of like vinyl though, so no DNA will be left on it anymore.
It'll
Or
just
it could all
slide
be
slowly
wiped
off.
off or collected on other
We're just gonna stick a
surfaces.
thing of Lysol,
Scotchguard that thing to
bleach
death.
wipes right next to it, and be like, when you get up,
Scotch
just
guard the hell
wipe
out
it
of that
down.
thing, so it's when they slide
But
off.
the thing was, like, our last two couches have been fabric.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
there's-
we don't need fabric
So
anything.
gross.
I watched a girl I was with on a date there one time. Her phone went into the couch, and she went into the couch after it, and I was like, come with me. And I walked her in the bathroom and was like, don't touch anything. I'll pump your soap. More. I'll get some bleach. I'll be right back. We're going to clean them things right up.
And this one, I don't think the cushions are that separated. So like,
That's good. That's going to keep things from getting stuck in there.
But it looks like
Because there's so much dignity in the last couch.
it's such a hooker color though. It's so red.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
red like hooker lipstick.
Oh.
I'm just so glad Tyler has a new bed.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler. I love
Jeez,
you,
Vinny.
baby.
Damn, Vinny. They took all 4 of them beers. Forgot his keys, but got the beers.
Yeah, but it looks like you could get DNA on it. It would slide right off.
Are you going to
But the thing, no, here's the thing though. Like, it's like
Can we use it for our shower video?
we in the shower with the couch. Shower with the couch. I mean, it wouldn't get, it wouldn't stay wet.
Look, it's not going to smell any worse. It's going to smell in 2 weeks.
No, man, it's vinyl.
Well, and it's winter, so
Yeah, yeah.
it'll get less sweat
But
on
see,
it.
the thing is, like,
Someone's going to sweat themselves right off
Yeah.
the couch in the summer, though. They're going to be sitting
Slip
there in
right
their
off.
bikini, and they're going to sweat, drunk sleep off the couch.
because we always have the whenever it snows, we have the snow luge going down the
We
the
haven't
front
snow luge
deck.
in a while, though.
Yeah, no, yeah.
We should
I
make it a
injured
point this
myself.
year.
I injured myself a lot.
It hurts every
last summer,
time.
Yeah,
Because I don't know how to luge because I'm from Georgia.
and we get snow once every.
There's so many
decade.
good pictures of people that are like, because the bottom pizza boxes, which are, real cushioning if you're not covered in
And
water.
you're sliding down on like a yoga mat, basically.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing.
Or a pizza pan. This pizza pan's got an ass dent in it.
Didn't they slide down on a pizza pan in like National Lampoons?
I hope
It was
so.
like a saucer or something like that.
Yeah, like a skillet. You can put that baby dog in there and slide it down the skillet.
Where did he spray on it in National Lampoon's Christmas? It was like
That's what I'm saying because
Yeah.
it flew off into space.
Crisco?
Crisco or something.
So you just put pizza oil down there.
Shitter's full.
So that garlic sauce Vinny put on his pizza.
So, all right. If you're listening and you go to Huckapoo's and you ask for white sauce, it's literally
There
no
is no
sauce.
white
There's
sauce.
we don't have white sauce.
It just hopes
I've
and
been
dreams.
doing it for 13 years. It's like, oh, you want a white sauce? Oh yeah.
Oh
sure.
yeah, we got that white sauce. It's beautiful. It literally, I mean, so they garlic oil. There's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
thing of garlic oil that they
It's
put
called
on.
it's called a tub.
Yeah, a tub. And they put that on every pizza, no matter what, on the
Right.
bottom, and then they'll put the sauce on top
Right,
of
so
that.
they just double up the garlic oil.
Yeah, basically. I mean, not
No,
even.
They add Bobo's tears to it.
But
and it's like,
but that's the thing. They go, ooh, I love that. I love that white sauce. And I'm like, yeah, man.
it's cheese.
I'll put that on
It's
there
that
for
milky
you.
mozzarella.
I thought that I had a buddy, his dad owned a Mexican restaurant, and he spread this rumor. It was down in Brunswick. He spread this rumor that the cheese was goat cheese. So I thought I'd eaten goat cheese for like 15 years.
That doesn't make sense on Mexican
But
food
it
either.
did, no, and I was just like, really? I guess there's goats in Mexico. But then I found out it's literally
are.
white American cheese
Yeah,
that they use.
that's the Mexican cheese they
It's
use.
fucking white
Like
American
Oaxaca
cheese.
cheese. I can say Oaxaca. No Jalisco
It's
cheese.
Oaxaca. He fucked it up. Dave. It's
I was
Oaxaca.
so confident I said
do
it
you,
right
do you
there.
know why I know it's Oaxaca?
Why?
Because there used to be this commercial for jalapenos here in Savannah. And he goes, we're stringing a Oaxaca cheese. Come get the best margarita in Savannah.
Why do you sound like the itty
Guadalajara
bitty?
cheesesteak.
Why do you sound like the itty bitty prices guy from back in the day? Itty bitty price or teeny weeny savings.
Or do you remember who do you
know
who wants to buy a Ford in
Springfield?
Springfield?
Yeah, it was that guy. He was like, humongous savings, teeny weeny prices.
They're like,
Every commercial for The Simpsons on
yeah.
Fox. That
And
would
then it'll
come
follow up with invisible fencing. Give your dog a home.
they're like, let's find the guy with the worst English to do our commercials
Yeah.
for us.
My dad and I got invisible fencing for our Weimaraner. We spent 8 hours one day burying this in the yard. So it beeps when the dog got next to it.
Yeah.
And you can't corner it.
Does it send a shock to their collar or
When
something?
they get close, it beeps first and then shocks, so they know the beep means.
Oh, the beep means
get back the fuck up.
Pavlovian.
Yes. So, but you don't corner it because they cut off when you cross the wires, so you have to round the corners. We spent all day, all day doing this. This Weimaraner was a fast damn dog. 4 minutes. He found out where it was the weakest.
He found the
got
exploit.
Got a running start, jumped, and was gone. That shit never worked. Tried to fix that corner like 4 times. He figured it out, run, jump, right out. Carl and I were so devastated.
You wanted to laugh so bad.
Yeah.
Because
No, I felt bad. I was like, he's going to get away again. That dog would run away, and I'd chase him because I was dumb and young, and he'd just keep running. I swear he stopped like the fucking Roadrunner and was like, meep, meep, and fucking took off. It was so fast. Look, shout out to Champ, my favorite dog.
Dude, let an animal find an exploit. An animal will find any exploit in your fence.
Squids, crazy exploits. Like they've found squids. They've gotten out of their terrarium or aquarium tonight.
Squids,
and they'll crawl across the floor, eat fish, get back in their thing, and close the cap.
Octopuses will do it too.
My dog escaped from your yard the first 2 times.
Dude, his dog was in my yard for 2 minutes. There was a hole in my fence the size of like a small cat. And Lucy was like, run start. But she wanted to come back in. She was like, oh, fuck, I messed up. I want to get back in the yard. So she was just right outside the gate.
Took a shit in Clint's yard and then went in the neighbor's yard and started barking at us. It's like,
so you went through the first thing in the gate, right? We block it off with my fake dog. Shout out to Stoop Dog. It's this black Labrador statue I have. It's like the size of my dog.
Stoop Dog.
But he was put him on the front porch. So me and Shane named him Stoop Dog. And I put a bandana on him, and like delivery drivers would walk up and be like,
hey.
I was like, he's really well trained. So
you got to put a bark. You got to put a motion sensor bark on there.
And like I had this one black lady who like put this food in the steps and ran away. So we put Stoop Dog in front of that hole. So Vinny and I we'll go out front. And we'll walk side to side, so we'll run them from side to side trying to find us. Well, Lucy finds the loose board in my neighbor's fence and goes through it and is now in their yard. And I'm like, what this girl? And my dog has never done any of this. And he's like, hey, she's gone. Hey, man, she's over there. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, Dooley is Clint's dog. Dooley's like, well, why you want to leave this place? We get free food.
Yeah, it's great over here. We go back inside. They're going to love on us so much. It'll be great.
Every dog that escapes out, it almost immediately wants to get back in.
Yeah, it's like this. The outside world is terrible.
Oh man, it's like leaving
it's like when you
your mom and dad's
when you go
house.
into Effingham, like I did this past weekend. I was like, I want to immediately return to Savannah.
Yeah, so you went out to
I threw a surprise party for my buddy Terry's 40th, which is actually in 2 weeks. But happy birthday, Terry! But his
Why'd
girlfriend
you do
and I planned
2 weeks
early.
Surprise, 2 weeks early.
Yeah, because he wouldn't see it coming. You're turning 40. It's a big
Yeah.
birthday. Maybe something's going to happen. So you kind of sketched out. So we planned that. He's my boxing trainer. Trained me for 15 years till he moved away. Dick.
To Rincon, which is an hour away.
It's an hour away from my house.
I mean, that's away.
Yeah, so we showed up, surprised him, and so we did it around the Canelo Plant boxing match this past weekend, which was great.
Oh, yeah. Did Canelo win?
Unified the middleweight title.
Okay.
Person
I know what that means.
Fought 4 fights in 11 months and done forever.
Four fights in 11 months?
Yeah, domination.
Really?
Domination. Won all the fights.
Dude, you
one
think
of those
about it.
went up the weight class, too.
It's like even
that's old school fighting.
Obviously, heavyweights don't do it because, heavyweight boxing takes more out of you than like middleweight boxing or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But even at those levels, they still only fight like once every year, maybe.
Floyd would do it every 18 months.
Yeah.
But maximize the money. But Canelo just wants to keep going. Like he wants to fight. And we watched that and the UFC fight we had legally streamed. We'd alternate both. And we watched the Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler fight, which was great. Like
shout out to Rose Namajura, my girl.
So he didn't watch the
she
Canelo fight.
crushed
He
it.
watched the Rose fight, the lady fighting.
Yeah.
Which is always awesome and usually doesn't go the distance, and it did. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
we watched the main event was the Usman Covington fight, and boring.
There's just been too much sports happening lately.
I'm
everything-
almost done. I didn't watch football last night. I was overwhelmed.
Wasn't the Saturday that it was the Saturday that was Georgia, Florida? It was Braves, and then it was a huge UFC fight that night too. I think
That was a medium UFC
But
fight.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
It's
just
a lot.
It's kind of sports overload.
I was texting with Renee, one of our listeners. She was telling me, she's like, I'm kind of glad baseball's done. And I was
Yeah.
like, I am too, because baseball's days in
Every
a row.
other day,
So
yeah.
you already got football on Saturdays to be like,
Yeah.
ugh, and then you had baseball, which I'm glad we won everything. And like,
But see, in like 2
I'm remembering
weeks,
the Hawks tonight,
yeah.
but at the same time, like,
in 2 weeks we're gonna be like, man, I wish there was more sports, man.
I'm not going to watch basketball for a few weeks because football is just too prominent right now.
No, understood. But see, basketball is your last resort because you're like, all right, this is the time of year where like,
As soon as
if you want to watch anything, you have to watch
as soon as
basketball.
the football, the NFL playoffs start, like that gap between college football and there's just NFL,
Yeah.
you kind of watch a little bit of basketball, and then after January 10th, when Georgia wins the national championship, I'll watch a little bit more basketball.
Well, for whatever reason, you're a Cowboys fan, and last time the Braves won the World Series, 1995,
The Cowboys.
the Cowboys won the Super Bowl that
They
year.
did.
So
This year, there's
Not
a
gonna
legit
happen.
chance.
if
Gino
you're a
brought it
little
up.
stitious,
So I'm be extra stitious. Shout out to Gino, who didn't know who my third team was. Gino was like, I was like, oh, the Braves have just won, and I was like, this is a chance of the year, like my three favorite teams could win their title, and he was like, yeah, the Braves, the Cowboys, and who? I just stared at him. You can't leg hug me, Gino.
no leg
No
hug.
leg
and,
hug.
and he'd be the ideal leg hug because he's like
Yeah.
108 pounds.
I still let him.
I mean, a conversation with Gino can only go on for so long before he gets confused.
It depends on what time of the night it is, because it could be good, bad, or oh no,
nothing.
oh no. He'll just say the same thing and light another Marlboro Red. I like when he brings his work radio with him to Huckapoo's.
What?
The little two-way radio.
They have a.
Oh yeah, because that's a big restaurant.
Oh,
Crab
I
Shack's
guess so,
huge.
We
yeah.
had that at Sorry Charlie.
It's like the
too.
Gap.
Yeah. It's the Gap for fishermen, I suppose. dirty fishermen. But he'll bring it to Huckapoo sometimes, so immediately I take it from him every time. And I'll be like, fake calling Jack. I'll be like, what up, Jack? Let me see them pirate underwear, Jack.
Let me see them Ghost Pirate
He
underwear.
came to Circa a few weeks ago with a young blonde lady, younger, our age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was looking good.
All right.
And
all right.
guess what he was wearing?
What was he wearing?
A freaking pirate's hat.
Of course.
he looked pathetic, but that hat was clean.
So the Ghost Pirates here in Savannah, is that a semi-pro hockey team?
I
or is it
believe
like
so.
a farm
It looks like a
league?
dead Savannah banana too.
Kind
The
of.
logo looks like a dead Savannah banana.
No, it's a minor league hockey team.
Yeah.
It's,
Minor
it's
league
real,
hockey.
We've got a new arena. Like it's.
Have you been to the arena?
Uh-uh.
Have you seen the new arena?
No,
No.
no.
It's Shay's.
Where is it?
It's by the new Savannah Bee Company thing, which is also
Again,
out there.
don't know where that is.
I think it's out.
Like past Yamacraw, right?
Yeah, past Yamacraw, up
Okay.
Gwinnett, all the way down there on the right
They
or left.
tore everything down. Like it's.
Well,
it
I went
looks
to
like
the
it could
They had
be
to
district-
spend
awesome.
like $2 million on like drainage because it's like a high flooding
Oh,
area.
right. Yeah. Oh yeah. That is a very hot flood because
So-
that school that's right there on
Yeah.
If it rains for 10 seconds, they've
Yeah.
got a lake out there.
Speaking of rain, I wish we could get some rain. That shit sucked, dude. It was 3 days of straight freaking rain.
No, I know, and I missed a day of work because of it. I was like, I wrote.
Savannah, Georgia was the coldest place in the country.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, that's
yeah.
right, yeah.
Like
it was amazing. Like it was 45 degrees in Savannah, Georgia,
when I-
and
when I-
like in Maine, it
when
was
I went
like
out, I went
42.
outside.
Alaska, it's
Like
like
it was like barely colder in Maine than it was.
Yeah, I went outside Saturday morning at like 9:30 with my friend and was like, "It's 28 degrees with the real temp
Yeah.
thing." They were like, "Well," I was like, "It's freezing."
I turned my windshield wipers on, and I was like,
They skid?
why aren't they clearing?
Oh, that's the worst.
I was like, oh my god, this is like fraud. Like,
When I was a kid, I used to use my lighter. A little spot. And I didn't know how to use a defroster correctly at the time. Or a defrogger.
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 Give me the clicker, son.
Yeah. Yeah, the clicker.
You know, at the other hospital, it's a horse pistol. I had to take him to the horse pistol.
Well, my new car has a defrogger on it.
Oh man! So everyone, if you're around town, it's a What is it? A RAV4?
It's a RAV4. It is, what color blue would you
It
say
is.
it is?
The-
It is holy shit blue.
It is this
Holy
blue.
shit, baby powder blue.
I'm driving this for the next couple of weeks while my Beamer's in the shop. If you see a holy shit blue saw it from space RAV4, I'm probably in it because I have never seen one of these.
You should
If
put
you want
put
me
the
to drive
Venmo
it-
on the
I
back.
should Venmo on the back
You should
windshield.
put the Venmo
You
on
can
the
borrow
back.
my Honda Civic if you don't want to drive.
No,
the
no,
baby
no.
blue.
Look, if you see me and you honk at me, you let me know what kind of car you in. Yeah, positive customer shout out.
We
I'll
got
have
a positive shout out for you.
2 minute leg hug. 2 minute leg hug to you.
We're handing out 2 minute leg hugs, and you might be the fourth person in our
If you're over
in our disco
oh,
shower.
you could be in the
next
shower.
week.
You could be the you could be the
Just
cheese
go
on the
shower
sandwich.
is happening.
It's got
Disco
to.
shower,
You can go.
motherfucker. And real quick before we go, I got to shout out Pat the doorman. He was a little upset that I didn't shout him out last week because the night that we were super busy for Halloween, he was.
Oh, he also did it again
He
after
was
doing
he
it.
was running point on the door for me so that undesirables couldn't get back there. And one particular undesirable.
Oh, the same one. The
Yeah,
same.
that's always
The one that Beavis and Butthead talked about a lot.
He runs point twice. Now he wants recognition.
Because that person has the. I'm the great.
So shout out, Pat. Become a patron, and we'll talk about you more. Anyways, we love you guys. We have social medias. Everything is from Behind the Barcast, basically, except for our P.O.
Box 191.
Tybee Island, Georgia 31328. We'll see y'all next week.